Alright, hello, good morning, it's still morning, 10 minutes. I mean, I've been up since about 9, so it's not like I've just woke up and started streaming. But yeah, got some more clan rats to paint, obviously. The other ones are done. Well, relatively done anyway. Done enough, I think, is the term. I think the only thing that I could technically do is put a bit of an oil wash, or any kind of wash really, onto the bases of them to match more the Claw Lord on Norbeast. Obviously, it's a bit darker, the earth underneath. Even though we did use Vallejo's Dark Earth. It could do with being darker, in my opinion, but whatever. So yeah, I think I did that in my own time, if you've been following on. Progress. Oh, well, I mean, we do have progress somewhat. I think, like I say, the only thing people might not have seen, unless one of my Discord, is a free-handed kind of Skaven symbols on the banner. And I think, well, you can't really tell, but I added a bit of green to the eyes of the rats as well. But yeah, I just need to kind of get going with them, really. I don't know if I'll put them in a line. Don't know what's better. Just spread them all out, get them out of the way. Start with the mahogany, which is fur and kind of cloaky sort of things. So, start with banner number 2. But first I want to actually put mahogany onto the wet palette. That would help, wouldn't it? I want to make sure I don't end up crushing my doom wheel. Put that over there because I'm using the paint mixer, which you probably can hear on the microphone. But the doom wheel was in dangerous vicinity to be squished. I don't need to move it closer, it's kind of really out of the way. Come on. You never want to work when I want you to work, do you? That's better. And obviously very loud. Okay, that should hopefully have shaken it up enough for us to carry on. And obviously noticeable difference. I think this is the first stream that I've done from this desk, which is the new desk. Obviously you can see that it's kind of still reflecting a bit of light, so I don't know if I do want to. I don't know if I could even matte varnish this, and that would help, or maybe get a really large oversized kind of mouse mat kind of thing, just in plain black. What's up, Boots? No interest in me earlier, but now apparently it's, yeah, got to be in the way. What are you doing? Hey? Come on. You can either be on my lap, or you can go lay with your sister on my bed, or there's even a cat tree, well, not much of a tree, bed, scratching post on the, or behind me actually. I could probably put it in view down here, but they're not using it as a bed at the moment. I brought it upstairs and then they've all but ignored it, apart from the scratching part. Don't know why. Yes. Yeah, I can't use my hands for anything but petting her. What are we doing, Boots? We're settling down now. Come on. I don't know what you want. Well, apart from attention, of course. What are we doing? Hmm? Cat sees rat, cat must attack rat. I mean, they don't seem to be too interested in my models, apart from it's what I'm holding. That's usually the case. It's like, oh, what you're holding. So, yeah. I have a feeling she does want to be on the desk. But that's my painting area, isn't it? I mean, there is a bed there. I've put my vest there that I wore over the weekend to bed. I thought that might entice them back into it, maybe. No, we're not even biting the brush. Put it next to me. Somewhat. There we go. Put it there. Oh. Sorry. Trying to get her settled down. Come on. I don't know why. It's like as soon as I took it up here, it's a foreign object that they no longer enjoy to use. No. Like I say, tried to use this as an incentive. Hasn't worked. They're on my bed now. Well, I can leave it there in case they want to use it, but I promise you, they do not. Alright, sorry. Let's actually do some things, right? trying autofocus again today. We'll see if it's a good idea or not. But hey, Mustard, I hope you're right. I just dropped a massive load of water into the paint there, so not the best. It's the metal part slash the ferrule. I'll often pick up water, but anyway. Well, the banner pole shall be mahogany, being wood, right? The only thing I think I do need to invest in again is, are you focusing on the background? I mean, I'm surprised it's not focusing on, like, a thumbnail, because surely, I mean, that would be more in focus for us than... Yeah. Okay. I do enjoy Space Marine 2. Unlocks later today. I might actually get to try it tonight, depending on how long it takes to download. Yeah, they're not doing preloads, are they? No, I think Space Marine 2 is good. I would possibly advise, if you're playing it alone, not to play it on the hardest difficulty, because the companion AIs don't really help you that much and can frustrate you. Because yeah, that's what pain I'm going through at the moment. But yeah, we'll be playing some a bit later with Lionheart. But I think we're going to be doing... well, not the campaign, basically. Operations, I think they're called. Hey, thanks for the BRB gaming. Hope you're right. Don't know why the alert finished early, but I don't. I'm not. Whatever. Beyond caring at the moment. I'm just up to paint some clan rats. But yeah, if you're slightly confused, BR, it's because I separated my main channel, Hacksaw Ironwolf, and created this new channel, Hacksaw Hobbies. Right, fur and cloak. Fur and cloak. Don't enjoy that take you had the Imperial Guard experience with Helldivers 2. It's time for Space Marine experience. Yeah. I mean, it'll be the first time I'll be playing the operations. I've not done them yet. I've not played multiplayer properly either yet, either. PvP. I've watched a bit of a friend play it. hey just for a few moments. Why are you heading out for work, demon? Well, appreciate you bobbing around. Yeah, I'm not trying to bite the bullet and need to get another big light and try and light from more than one direction, basically. But this thing was pricey. This was like 150 quid. But it's really, 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 really bright, which is what I need. So I can't just buy just like a normal cheap light unless it's similar light intensity. Or else it's pointless. It won't illuminate. Like the LED panels that I use for lighting the green screen and myself at my main PC, they are way too dim. They barely show up at this camera setting. So I need similar power. But what I think I'd want is like kind of more of a smaller maneuverable light that I could maybe shine kind of across it. This one's like a long bar, but it's kind of going from the monitor up to here. But it's kind of obviously mainly down, but in a line. So I don't know if I could add some. Yeah, anyway. I just want to make things better. But also I don't want to spend too much money, which doesn't really go hand in hand. I've pre-ordered the new Skaven kind of centerpiece model, but I think that doesn't come out until 2 weeks. Well, just under 2 weeks, but essentially, yeah. I might do a stupid thing and play around my light. Oops, that's knocked the camera. Yes, I couldn't remember his name at all, but yeah, it's Visit Scar. Score. The Prophet of the Horned Rat. I bought the Battle Tome as well, obviously. I don't really want to get Kritok Foulblade, but I'm sure I can get him at some point if I want. Yeah. Big old dude. Yeah, looks awesome. Yeah, 11 days, 11 hours, 50 minutes, and 40 seconds now. But yeah. Following Warhammer community posts since Old World News, I see and want everything Warhammer at the moment. Yeah. That's the problem, that's where they get you. This could work better, but it's obviously going to illuminate me more. Because that's why I've got my black cap. Protects it. Oh my god. Oh, that's bright. Don't look up. Looking up's dangerous. Right, and that should reduce the amount of reflection shine or specular highlight. Make sure that's in the right area. Okay, that might be better for now for a one, but I really don't like looking up. Like, put the cap down, protect from the light. It bans us. I know once one ever wanted 40k models, but last few months have just pulled me in. Well, what models in particular? Because some of the stuff that they've been putting out lately for 40k, I've been like, this looks awful. Like, I really do not like the Blood Angels models. Especially the Sanguinor. Dark Angels. Yes, Dark Angels have some really good sculpts for their Terminators. Well, I wouldn't say the new ones are downgrade from the old. I'd say the new ones just look like the old ones, therefore shit, because the old designs that, honestly, I don't care what you think, they might be nostalgic, but they look terrible because they didn't have the tooling capability of making high quality sculpts like this clan rat that I just threw about. Like, you won't get nearly enough detail on it. And it's like, I just don't think it's good at all. But yeah, we will see. Yeah, it beats me how you're supposed to paint fur that goes immediately from skin to fur. But yeah. I agree that the Dark Angels look good. Hoping that my local game stores all set up in their new place that I can watch some 40k games. More open plan than too cramped floors. Yeah, I mean, 40k, obviously I enjoy it, but it is quite a long game to play. But you can play Combat Patrol, or obviously if you're doing Age of Sigmar, you could do Vanguard. Spearhead, sorry. I think it was called Vanguard in 3rd edition Sigmar. It's called Spearhead now. And they're obviously a lot faster. And the idea is you literally go in to a shop, local game store, or even a Warhammer store, and literally just, well, buy the box, Combat Patrol, Spearhead, assemble and paint, and then play. You don't need anything else, just what's in there. Except some terrain, which obviously any local game store is going to have some terrain available. And then obviously you can expand from there afterwards if you think, oh, I'd really like to play 1,000 points of normal 40k. Well, just add to that Combat Patrol. Or Spearhead if it's Age of Sigmar. Right. Not mistaken, I mean, apart from maybe some minor bits. When we get a wash on it anyway, it'll all come together. And the clan rats, so I'm not being like, these have to be perfect, because screw that. Right. I think that's one. Try not to think about the number, just one at a time. One at a time. And that's from. I think it's from when I was doing some base stuff. Not really coming off properly, is it? Better than it was. Right, a bit. I mean, it's not like the disc was expensive. Plus, I'd probably end up airbrushing onto it anyway at some point, but we'll see. But yeah, I don't know exactly where you're located. Yeah, but I mean, the academy that I go to, they're spread about a bit in the north. So I've got one in Manchester, one in. Is the Sheffield one still going on? Nottingham? Yeah, there's a couple going on. And Leeds, of course. But the idea of that academy is like you could literally like sign up and go play, and you wouldn't need to own any models or anything. Because, yeah, he goes and does it at Element Games in Manchester. I have a Warhammer store here. Local game store's great, very small. Yeah, it's not the Warhammer store. Like, he goes to local game stores. Do that, but obviously, yeah, if you're not in one of those locations, just have a. Yeah, so I think at the moment it's Leeds, Manchester, Sheffield. That the academy is. And obviously, if you're nowhere near them, then you can't really do it much. And like I say, he did have other things, but had to cut back a bit. Right, off for now. See you, Demon. Have a good day at work. Thing. Close to Manchester and Sheffield. Just enough for us to go off out with me and my dad, then 40k after. Yeah. Yeah, the Manchester one's on Tuesday nights. Sheffield, I think, Monday nights? I think. That'll be tonight. I mean, I could be absolutely wrong as hell. No, is it Thursday? Yes, I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're gone, because I go to Wednesday nights in Leeds. Oh no, well, there's also one that's near Leeds and Bradford, sort of out. If you lived in the Dales, then it'd be closer to go to that one, and that's on a Friday. But yeah, you're doing 40k fantasy dwarves. I think if that was a launch box for fantasy, I might have gotten more into it, because it was obviously Bretonia, and I did assemble them all. And I think I played one game of fantasy, but people never really got engaged with it because it's quite complicated. I don't know, obviously 40k and Sigmar's complicated, but this is on another level. This is like old school complicated, where things are just not well explained or organised. So yeah, it was just like, okay. So I ended up passing it on to a friend who does. I think he plays. Oh, this is definitely more into it. Yeah, no more fantasy for me. It makes fantasy with a dash of 40k and a pinch of AOS. Well, yeah, I don't know if it is supposed to be kind of the last main edition of Warhammer Fantasy. Maybe with some tweaks. As I missed some skin on that, there's a massive bit of leg that's missing. Right, try not to annoy the cats, they're both sleeping on the bed. One of them put the head up. The other one probably didn't care as much. Right. And I don't know if I'm being tainted or brought down the dark side, because I think P3 company paints are coming back, and they're doing a Kickstarter on their new range, or re-range, because it's like, I think they went under and got acquired, and then the company that's acquired them has carried on and tried to redo them. The other thing is, I think I just need to go for Duncan Rhodes paint. So I bought the Space Wolf paints. Obviously, that's called Corpse Blue. I think there's one literally called Wolf Grey. But yeah, ages 14 up. I don't know if that's on like. Well, this one's... Yeah, this is 14 up, made in USA. I didn't realise that. Oh. Citadel paint, 12 up. Or at least that's contrast paint. I don't think I've not got a regular pot to... Oh no, I lie. I do. Oh, that's 12 up as well. Hard to see, but yeah. Yes, Duncan Rose used to be the main painter for Games Workshop, so a lot of their painting videos were done by Duncan Rhodes, and the kind of meme that came from his videos was 2 thin coats of paint. And obviously, yeah, these are literally the 2 thin coats paint range, and he's got his own company painting channel thing, Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy. So yeah, but obviously I've only bought those 3. The Space Wolf triad of colours. I could buy, like, you know, leather triad and, you know, the like. But I do like these parochial paints a lot. So maybe it's only if I'm wanting to match Games Workshop paint more, because that's kind of why I got those ones at the time. Because I was struggling. I think I was painting Logan Grimnar, who probably is in there somewhere. I'll fish him out. I've kind of, because when I moved up here, I kind of dumped everything. So that's a pile of Space Wolves in a box. So you can't really see very well, but there are, yeah, Space Wolves in there. But then there's more Space Wolves. More kind of like my infantry. But yeah, I was struggling to match his colour. But I think even so, I don't think I fully matched it. So that's kind of like the guy on the left. Am I making my librarian? I don't know. Primus librarian. I mean, the colour's a lot closer now than it was, but it was quite far out. But yeah. I even went for symbols on this one, transfers, and I don't usually like transfers. But anyway. But no, the first time I did Logan with my Procryl, he ended up looking kind of more like an ultramarine. Not too close to that, but I don't know if I've got a picture of it actually. I don't know if it's what I put on Instagram, or if I updated the Instagram post. Yeah, I think you can kind of tell that it's definitely more blue than grey blue. But, yeah. Anyway. Stay hydrated, kids. Okay. So I fixed that bit of leg. It wasn't painted at all. And kind of done the cloak, so it's moving on to fur and whatnot. Did it in your side, didn't I? But I think your side. A bit of fur. Shield. Yeah, the plan is to hobby stream until about 3 o'clock and then I'll switch to my main PC and we'll stream some Space Marine 2. Obviously on Hacksaw Iron Wolf, not Hacksaw Hobbies. Unless, of course, I just, you know, change my mind and go back to having the one channel. I don't know. Also, I'll keep in the background the Toast Bug Scum. Why are you playing some Space Marine 2? Or... oh no, Bug Scum. Helldivers? I mean, there's bugs in both. But if you haven't pre-ordered Space Marine 2, you can't play that until this afternoon. Ah, Space Marine 2. Alright. That. Make sure I got everything. Yeah, that's enough. I'll definitely be a lot happier when these clan rats are done. Like I say, I did the 20 clan rats first squad, and now I'm like, I need to just do the other 20 or else I will give up. I just know that I'll lose interest. Or at least I'd get to the point where I'm like, oh, I've just painted something really awesome. Like, I don't know, Gracier or Warplock Crusades or whatever it is I would have chosen to paint. And then, yeah, going back to Clan Rats, I would have just gone, no, I can't be bothered. That's it now. So if I get these out of the way, then everything else will be like a nice treat. Finish off the spearhead. Well, kind of spearhead, isn't it? That's in the Skaventide box. Got one of them in. I don't know if the other spearhead that they're just kind of releasing with the Skaven is the same same stuff. So it'll have Claw Lord on Norbeast. Oh, because yeah, he's very cool. Yeah. If he's in it. I assume he is. I mean, I could look it up, but that'd be doing my usual tactic of trying to delay and distract myself. Because I don't like what I'm doing. Because, yeah, mass painting models like this, which are like, you know, the... I don't know, I mean, I guess some people might find them interesting, but they're the things that are going to die the quickest on the tabletop. So, like, you're painting them, and then it's like, well, you're going to be on the tabletop for like 2 seconds before I'm taking you off. So what's the point? Putting all that effort into it. But, I don't know. Whereas your centerpiece models and your elite models and stuff, you can put more love into it. If you wish. because of clan rats, I'm not overly bothered if the things that I miss or don't look absolutely bob on. Got weird, like, kind of hair on top. It's like, well, how do I make it look good? And yeah, don't fully know is the answer. Just paint and go. I hope that was alright. Alright. I think that's supposed to be a bandage, but whatever. I'm not putting another paint colour on you, you can be happy. Don't the bandages start off a white over remotely clean? No, but you'd think they'd look less like leather straps. Is that really the end of the Skaventide 2 soundtrack? Did we listen to the full thing, or did I? I don't know. Where's the Skaventide 1 soundtrack? Yeah, there we go. Right. So. Weapon. Fair on there. That's a bit. Extra bits. Dotted around. Yep. Good. Voting. Oh, this one's, well, technically blind. There's no slots for the eyes. Alright, more mahogany needed. Very good. Yeah, I put an alarm on just in case I lose track of time. Although I imagine it might be optimistic to say that we'll start directly at 3 o'clock with Space Marine 2, but as long as I'm not the one that's late, that's fine with me. Proper Skaven track, that one, innit? I realise I might have created a rod for my own back by trying to paint the little tufts of fur on every single one. I think I kind of half gave up on the other squad. Because I was like, I really can't have bothered doing that. But, oh well. When we get a wash on it, it probably won't really matter that much anyway. As in if we did or didn't. And when the mast on the tabletop, yeah, it'll be certainly hard to tell. Well, I think some parts of it's supposed to be metal on the edge, some aren't, but... The shield? Some have armor plates, some don't. Well, it doesn't really matter that I just hit that bit, because it's going to be going over with metallic paint anyway. So, it's not a problem. Hopefully it's full armor and clothes. I feel like fur and flesh is fine as long as there's a kind of a clear distinction between the two, but the other thing is that there really isn't, and then you've got to try and hope that it looks okay when, well, it's tough. Right. Is an exterminator just a Terminator that made a career change? Yep, certainly sounds that way. You know, like remnant of chaos. Good opening line. Sorry for the dad joke, tired after a long day at uni. That's fine. What have you been studying? I guess what are you studying is probably the true question to ask. I was at university probably 10 years ago now. I'm an old man. Did game design and then don't work in the games industry, but hey ho. Studied biology. This is a side course in biological anthropology. Well, if Archeon wakes up, he's Canadian and he works kind of in the biology field. wildlife stuff. It's an interesting field. Yeah, I did the equivalent of, was it? Technically say college level biology, chemistry. And then because I hate myself, maths. And then considered like didn't really do anything. I was trying to figure like what would interest me if I was gonna carry on from there, and I wasn't finding anything. So yeah, I do have quite an interest in science. Oh, just throw them in, why don't I? I'm not using the holder because I'd be popping them in and out on every 2 seconds, so it'd be more annoying. But sometimes it can jump out your hands. So what kind of warhammering into then a remnant, if you are, of course. I'm just making an assumption because I'm painting Warhammer. You could just be bored out your tree. Found anything to watch. Mostly 40k. Though I will probably jump into AOS now. Skaven have got an update. Even I'm so mad that Plague Monks haven't been updated. Yeah, I've seen that. I just kind of like, yeah, they just want them to keep updating the stuff. But yeah, my main is 40k. I mean, I think I just had him out. My other channel, which is obviously I used to paint on, Hacksaw Iron Wolf, obviously Space Wolves. So this is my last painted model of the Space Wolves, which is funny because it's the Chapter Master, but I never had him in the last edition because he wasn't really that good. But now is a bit more interesting. But yeah, you're working on a Bane Blade plus all variants into the Paw Patrol. Oh yeah. Space Furry. For sure. Although obviously I got into it for the Space Viking aspect, but can't avoid the other part. Oh, it's a, yeah, you've got a little cheeky rat underneath your foot. But no, I played a lot of 40k now. I should probably like the Space Wolves as a Dane, they just don't interest me. No, it's fine. I don't know if you're even more interested in the Leagues of Votann, because they've kind of taken the Viking aspect. Even though the Space Wolves are supposed to be the Vikings, but whatever. It took you 4 years of societal pressure to give in and get a Space Marine army. Well, that's good going. A loyalist one, yeah. What's your Chaos Space Marine of choice then? Because I have Death Guard as a second army. Well, the second army that I had, or have. Space Wolves first, Death Guard second. Death Guard and World Eaters. Okay. Yeah, I can see why. World Eaters. I ended up painting a model for a friend. The Lord Invocatus. Was pretty fun. And also my Death Guard. I haven't touched them in a long time. Well, hopefully they're going to get an update, and I'm actually trying to reinvigorate my interest in 40k by going back to playing them. I tried playing Space Wolves again. I started with Tyranids because I started 10th edition with a new army. Tyranids, obviously new Tyranids and whatnot. And I played them for like 3 months straight, basically every week. And then I tried going from a Death Guard, Space Wolves, Sisters. I didn't play Sisters in 10th. Just sold them actually. Eldar. I think I tried a bit of Eldar, but not broken Eldar, because I didn't want to be that guy. But yeah, so no longer on Sisters of Battle. I don't know what I'm going to do when the Eldar stuff comes out. If I'm going to try and get back into it. But yeah, I kind of want to get into AOS because I want to play something different. But yeah. Liked the Skaven since they came in Warhammer 2 Total War. And obviously what I've done is I've maybe put the miniature down. I have a 3D printer, so I 3D printed a Doom wheel, because the Doom wheels are from old fantasy. So I'm like, well, I'd rather 3D print the stuff that that have updated models of. So this should be pretty good. I need to get a base for it though, because I don't have an FDM printer. This is a resin printer, and well, you can print bases on them. I think it's better to print them on a thingy. FDM. I'll change the camera settings. Why does it look darker? I don't think it's because of the light. Am I? Has it genuinely gone darker, or am I mad? Because I feel like it has. kind of. Okay, well I've altered the shutter speed. But it's like, say, like that's gone really black now. You can barely see the reflection. Odd. Anyway. Looks lighter when you made the change. Yeah, it's fairly okay. Like I said, the mahogany is dark, but it's not that dark. But I don't want, obviously, the light colour of the thing to blow out either. Possibly a bit better. Okay. Right. Yep, hit the finger. Try and quickly get that off. I did. Alright. But yeah, sort of speaking of Vermintide, which is obviously the soundtrack that's playing, I think they're doing a bigger update for Darktide, the 40k version, sort of. Which I have played a little bit of Darktide recently. I still think it's fine. I think it was fine when it came out, but then again, I think I'm more easily pleased. Yeah, I think you've got technically like a metal piece on the front of this. Go. I don't know, it's jumping out my hands. Not really. How am I going to get under the shield? That's a better angle. Right. Yeah, I do think autofocus works better now that the desk doesn't have those cutting mat kind of stuff on it, because I think it was trying to focus on that too much. And now obviously this background seems quite nondescript because of the desk being black. Might work better. Did I just get a bit of... I did. Bit of brown on his tail. Lift it up a bit. Okay, extra bits of fur. If we're all near. Yeah, you'll be at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, more to go. A lot more to go. When I get to 10, I might make a coffee and have a bit of a smoke. Or vape, should I say. Big honking gap there. I think it's because I didn't properly shave off this bit of sprue, but oh well. Because it's a clan rat, I don't care. Don't care at all. Fix that. Because you won't even be able to tell on the tabletop, so why bother? That's what I'm painting them for. Tabletop to play. If I was like, oh, I want to make this the best looking thing ever, then yeah, of course, I'd do stuff like that, but I don't think I have the mental capacity to continuously paint something forever to a standard where you might want to enter it into competition. I think I'm all about the tricks and whatnot. Paint that looks good with minimal effort. Or maybe not so much effort, maybe time. Yeah, time's the thing for me. And part of painting consistently is you get better and faster. So that can help you shave down the time constraints. But there are some techniques that I would struggle with, like kind of your glazing and, well, non-metallic metal is probably the most exaggerated example of it, where the amount of work you have to do over a long period of time is just something like, well, why would I do that? I just use a metallic paint. And yes, I know it just shows off a higher amount of skill and whatnot, and it's definitely a style choice, but yeah, I'll just put metallic paint on it. Done. I think everyone has their own kind of style. I think what they're painting, why they're painting it, what it's for. Because yeah, there's still a large portion of people that they don't play the game, they just paint. And imagine there's still people out there that'll just assemble them and like kind of be happy with that. But whoops, yep, trying the mini again. Just got to remember when the wash goes on it, it'll mask a lot of things and also help blend things together. Like the transition between fur and skin. I've joined up his hair up on there, so I feel like I've kind of got to do it on here. But it doesn't look like he's got the same amount of hair for whatever. You got a rat by your foot. Yuck. Seven. Similar body to one that we did a bit ago. I missed part of his arm there. First time round. Fix that in a second or two. Thanks for the follower, Crisis. You're right. Yeah, I don't know why the alerts are not hitting. Oh no, I know why. Because my box here, that was on the other side of the thing. Because I was like, oh, but now I've moved the camera with a new table. I would have been like looking outside of the frame. So I was like, okay, I don't know. So that's why the axes stop there. So I need to kind of... Let me use you as a guinea pig, Crisis. This might be a bad idea. Right. Okay, that should hit. Should work. Might be terrible later on, but there you go, it's replayed. So how did your game go against Nath then with the knight you brought? I don't know if I saw that just before we went go-karting on Saturday. You got wrecked. Oh my. What was he playing? Oh. He was playing World Eaters then. Eight-bound chain fist, a strength 14. Yeah. I mean, they supposedly were created to take out vehicles, but like, I don't get how. They try to balance it by making the damage D3. But it's like, well, it's still silly. The strength 14. Can't even armor contempt it. Yeah. Waiting for Space Marine to release. Ah, because you haven't got the gold edition. The true game official release, yeah. But I'll be playing it with Lionheart around 3 o'clock. An hour and a half. Oh. So I'm hoping I can get these mahogany painted down. But yeah, I don't know. After that, then I do the metallics. Then I would do the oil wash. And then they would technically be done. The standard of the other clan rats anyway. Which is pretty good for a model that's going to spend 2 seconds on the table before death. But obviously, yeah, like I say, I didn't do the fur on these guys. I was like, nah, too lazy. So they're going to look sort of similar, but like I say, when you got a blob of them, you're not going to care at all. Or at least I'm not going to care. And if anyone brings it up, then I have little regard for their opinion. Or my retort might be, you paint them then. Because I ain't spending that much time on something that sees little play. Alive, anyway. Alright, I still need to... paint the bit of arm that I didn't do before. But the only problem about, yeah, having this weekend away, which was great, I love the stag do, is that I was eating more, and because normally I try to fast, I wouldn't eat until dinner time, tea time. That I'm actually fairly hungry now, and normally I wouldn't be hungry at all. So yeah, I'll just have to wait. You'll do. So 2 more and then I can get to have a break. A coffee and a vape. Focus? Are you focusing on this guy that's out of shot? Is it still technically in shot? Because obviously my camera's in the way. There we go, better. We need to put more mahogany on the old wet palette. Ugh, good. I mean, I slept great. I don't know why I'm tired. Maybe because I didn't really sleep great over the weekend. I'd say that's probably why. But no, it definitely was kind of a happy coincidence that Space Marine 2 is coming out around the stag weekend. Because obviously I had today booked off for it, or because of it. Not because of Space Marine 2. So it kind of ended up aligning nicely. What are you doing first then, Crisis? Are you planning on playing the campaign, or are you going to be playing PvP / co-op? Got a bit on the tail there. Take that off. Trying to paint faster because I realised that should we continue at this rate, I'm not going to make the full 20 painted with mahogany. Or we switch Space Marine 2 on my other channel. Which I don't know. Maybe my internet can take me starting the stream on my main channel, on the main PC, and raiding from this channel. I'm going to try it. It might be awful, but I'm going to try it. Raid myself. We were able to raid melee because for ages we weren't able to raid anyone because of the age of the channel, I think. So hopefully it's still it would actually work, and it's not just Millie's stream settings were set to allow it or something, and most people's are set to not allow it by default. I don't know. Cats are enjoying my electric blanket, although it's not turned on. That's on my bed. Both snuggling together. Although obviously well, not that they have a concept of what day of the week it is, but normally obviously they'd be working. So they'd be in the house alone for a while. But obviously they've got each other's company. Although, as soon as I go downstairs for coffee, they'll wake up and I don't know if they'll want to go out. It's actually gone sunny now. It was a bit drizzly and grey earlier. Although, what's it like in Portugal, Crisis? I bet it's scorching still. It's a bit in the leg. Alright, number 10. But wait, there's more. What's this? Okay, now it's going to be 4 to 5, but that's fine. Why not add some... swimming or something? Yeah. Don't want to copy the text. Why would I copy the text? Because it gives me the time that I need to maybe finish off the mahogany, but I don't know if I start doing the metal as well. Let me alter that alarm then, so I don't forget. Is that Vermintide 1 soundtrack complete? It is. Obviously we'll go over, we're doing Vermintide 2 at the start, Vermintide 1, and then we can go over to Darktide, which is the 40k sort of version of it. But yeah, I guess it means I don't have to stress as much about finishing these this run, base coat run, because I should have enough time now. There's a possibility that I could switch to Space Marine too early, start streaming some of the campaign, and then swap. Because I feel like an extra hour is going to be too much, because then I won't have enough time for the metals. And I'd like to, I don't know, square it all away in one go for some odd reason. But yeah, we're getting a step closer to finishing the Clan Rats. Then we've got Rat Ogres, Warplock Jezzails, a Rattling Warp Blaster, is it called? The new model. And then the Grey Seer and... what's he called? The Warlock? I'm pretty sure it's the Warlock. engineer. That would complete the Skaventide half of the Skaventide box. Skaven half of Skaventide. Although in 2 weeks' time, I'll have the Prophet of the Horned Rat new model. Then hopefully I'll have primed and started painting this printed Doom Wheel. It's obviously chonky. But yeah, need a base for it. Because apparently the rules for the Doom Wheel is just hilarious. And you get to basically drive through opponents' units, doing damage as you go. Which appeals to me. I should have the War Scroll cards somewhere. No idea where, but I have them. Although they're going to immediately be outdated, so I don't know why I bothered buying them. Because it's going to change from, obviously, the cards that came with the index, I suppose, / Skaventide box, to the actual Codex release. So a bit of waste of money, but whatever. I don't know, maybe I could have a quick snack of some fruit or something while I'm waiting for the coffee to boil, or the kettle to boil. For the coffee. I have a mad thought, if I have a plug spare, because apparently I have a million things that need a million plugs. To have a coffee machine up here, because I missed having a bean to cup coffee machine. But there's sort of room for it there. Then I could have fresh coffee. Without having to move. The only thing is, if it ran out of water, I would need to fill it. Which I'd need a jug or some sort of water bottle apparatus to top it up. Because it's like a little tank that you fill of water. Put the beans in the hopper. And all that. Right. That's 10. That's half the clan rats. I am now going to make that coffee. So I can leave you with the Claw Lord on Norbeast as a friend. So yeah, I will be right back, couple of minutes. Bit chilly downstairs. Ooh. The attic's relatively good at retaining heat. Should hopefully warm up a bit with the caffeine and coffee. This headset works fine. Well, headphones. It's just the bloody straps, like, completely blown up. But yeah. Rats riding rats crisis. Yeah, I'll wait for my coffee to be drinkable. Have a vape. And then, yeah, we'll carry on with Operation Rats. But yeah, I've obviously got the mug. I mean, it's seen better days. So the background comes in. Obviously, we're going to be playing Space Marine 2, so an Ultramarine, but it's got a Black Legion Marine on it. But yeah. An official Games Workshop mug. Made in China, obviously, like everything else. Alright. Carry on with this. Get them painted. And then probably switch over to some Space Marine 2. Switch over, obviously, I mean switch channels too, because this is hobby only. But they should look pretty nice when they are oil washed and fully done. Then yeah, there's the other Skaven that are kind of hiding just to my right here. I mean, this one's going to be cool. Little war engine. There's 9 models, 10 if you include the printed Doom wheel that's like left over for the Skaven that I have right now. So it's like all these clan rats, 40 clan rats, and then what? 10 mod models? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10. So there's yeah, 50 models in the Skaven half. 40 of them are clan rats. %, of the box. Well, the Skaven box side. I'm hoping this is Still a bit steamy. Oh yeah, bit warm. Bit warm. Because I don't want to forget about it, because that's usually what happens if I start paying, like, oh yeah, all that coffee that I made is now cold. Too cold to drink. Because it has to be warm enough. And same with a cold drink. If a cold drink gets too warm, then I'm like, nah, can't drink it. Because it just gets, just something changes and it tastes like vile. I don't know how, but changes. Like I can't eat hot food that's supposed to be, well, hot food that's gone cold either, really. Like people can eat pizza cold and I can't. It just actually makes me feel sick. Because I'm a weirdo like that. At least they look slightly better when they've got two colours on them. Feel like you are getting somewhere, even though it is a bit painstaking. Well, more than a bit painstaking. I would even potentially describe it as grueling, but that's what the coffee's for. Help me focus. Inside. Well, you could argue that's armor on the inside there, but I barely can see into it. Even like you have to really look at it. Think about tabletop level. Nah, no one's gonna care. We'll see. Right. Bit of fur and then put you down. Number 11 on to 12. Yeah, this one's a bit more fleshy. Even though I think the other variant of this, because I think you just basically got the same sprues. I think I painted it all as leather. But oh well. You won't really notice at the end of the day. But remember, clan rats. So I need to be less caring. Because obviously part of me is like, oh yeah, just make sure they're all perfect. Like, well, I'll be here until the end of time. And to keep up interest, I need to do these best I can, the quickest I can. In a way. A bit awkward or hard to explain. Because if I just spent ages and ages and ages and ages, I'd just get bored. And then I'd give up. Oh, missed a bit there. Or should I say overdid it. So I need to trick my brain into being fine with it. It's a delicate balance. I'll just paint the metal studs for now because there's no point in me trying to go around it because that saves time. Bit on the inside of the legs. I think that's like a knife or something. I don't know what's sticking out going towards his foot. I mean, I suppose it could actually be leather. Oh, it is leather, isn't it? Never mind. I figured it out. It just strikes me as odd because it didn't seem connected. But no, now that I look at it again. Yeah, I do what I can as part of the model. It's not going to be visible, so. I'm gonna focus. Okay, don't know what I was focusing on then. Could have been the brush, I suppose. Bit on there. It's like a tuft of beard. Oh. What are you doing, Spot? What are you doing? Yeah, right into the... Okay, so you just walked past it then. Alright, fine. Strange cat. I think the metal parts are a bit easier to do, so this is kind of like the last painful step, I suppose. Of the Skaven clan rats. You coming back? Can see ya. What's up, Spot? Come on. Come here. Come on my lap. Come on. Spot. Spot. Come on. Oh, what are you going that way for? Come on. Yeah, Mum. Come here. People don't want to see a butthole. There you go, that's better. Thing is, she's the cat that might stay on my lap, but also she might just not. So, what are you doing? Hmm? What we're deciding. So I've got a rat to paint. Pressing her head against my hands. Because that's what they're there for, to pet you. They don't exist for any other reason. Oh, jumping over there. Right. As long as you don't lick any paint water or any paints. Because... Or... Why are you scent marking my paint bottles? With her cheeks. Oh, my brushes. Leave, just... What are you doing? She might start chewing on them. I don't want her to do that. No, she wasn't licking it. She was... what cats do. They rub their head against something. And a lot of it can be kind of like, they'll put it on like that side, going up. But she would... Well, they have been in the paint water. I've seen her and I had to stop her. Like, she'll drink that. I don't know if she'd lick paint, but you can never know with cats. Or any animal, really, like what they'll actually do. Because if their brain tells them that, oh, that seems tasty, they'll do it. Obviously, we know that it's dangerous. Not suitable for cats. Sniffs foreign objects. Yeah. We'll do that. No. What are you doing? Just trying to paw the... what would you call it? The miniature holder. Although it's not on the edge. Oh, she's gone now. Bye. Ah, cats. Alright, that coffee's probably getting cold now. Go on. Try to actually drink it instead of wasting it. For a second. Hey. Let them out for a bit earlier. But when I came to bring them back in, there was a ginger and white cat, although I don't know if it's kind of their friend. There's one that tries to bully them, which is a larger kind of black and white cat. Well, more silver, really. Just investigating the little luggage thing that I took with me. Although I've closed it, so she can't sleep inside it, which obviously immediately a cat would do. What? We're squawking at. What? Come here. Come on. There's a bed here. Come on. What? I don't know. What's going through a little brain? Suppose she could want to go out. that's good coffee. Yeah. This is a highly stylized. I mean, I don't know how good it's going to show up on screen. Oh, that looks amazing. Yeah. Not mine, obviously. But yeah. I wouldn't ever think to paint like that. I don't think I would want that, but it looks very, very good. There you go, Crisis. Your favourite yellow people. Oh yeah, that's the lieutenant from the Leviathan box. Or part of it. It's definitely brave trying to dirty up yellow paint. For sure. Yeah, anti-Tyranid guy. But yeah, good. I mean, to be fair, if I was smart, I would do this on thingy. But you might see ads specific to me, which would include potentially even location sort of based ones. Nid shell more efficient than power armor's arm? I think so. I think Tyranid Chitin or Chitin armor can be, well, obviously if you need anti-tank weapons to penetrate the big bug's armor, then yeah. Got to imagine it does. But then again, wouldn't he get accused of well, it's not exactly heresy, is it? Well, probably. Using Xenos stuff. Pretty anti-Imperial creed. To assume that Xenos capabilities are better than Imperial. I think it's heretical as losing your own gear. And demon stuff. Yeah. There must be something like, what? Because it won't be heresy, obviously. Oh, did they call it Xeno heresy? No, obviously there's the branches of the Inquisition. And one of them's the Ordo Xenos that investigates. I think it's called Xeno Heresy. I think that's what they call it in the Eisenhorn series. Probably even on a Rogue Trader, to be fair, because that's got a bit of Xenos stuff going on. Hunting G-Silicals. I'd say even dealing with Eldar, Drukhari. Like, yeah. anyone under Xenos influence. Doesn't have to be like Gene Stealers. It can be any Xenos. Eisenhower Legends model now, probably. They'll bring out a Primaris Eisenhorn. Which, yes, I know is not going to be a Space Marine, but probably a scaled up version. Although I don't know if he's technically supposed to be dead in the current setting. Or at least too old. But when it's supposed to be set. Check it some. Keep thinking. Oh well. I might have to acquiesce and change to the miniature holder. The longer I hold these tiny bases, like the more cramp and... Yeah, okay. I don't know what if my body turned on as soon as I said cramp, but like I immediately got cramp. Oh. It's right in my little finger as well. Little finger. Ugh. I can't really crack that one. I can crack these two. But I can't really crack any of the other ones. I don't know why. Both hands, it's just those two fingers. Yeah, obviously this is designed to help you not hurt yourself. But where's the fun in that? Oh, I need a smidge more brown paint. Has that camera got darker again, or am I just like really blind? I don't know if it's got some auto stuff going on. No, I think it's okay. I think it's just when it gets shadowed, because obviously there's only one light, which, like I say, maybe I need to fork out an extra £100+ on another one. And then I'd probably get a nice range. I don't know. I went a bit further. I thought the cat might be trying to paw at it, because sometimes one of the cat's boots, she'll like paw at you / the chair, rather than, you know, meow or just jump up, because that's often what cats would do. They would not care. Please, sir. Can I be pet? Like, yes, of course you can. But sometimes she'll scare the shit out of me, because I will like not expecting anything. It's like I haven't heard the cat. Then I'll get touched and I'm like, oh my god. I think she did it last night. I was sat off the desk and I had shorts on because I was wearing that travelling. And I think she sniffed at my leg and I thought it was a spider, so I reacted strongly because, you know, I'm arachnophobic. And that's immediately what my brain thought. So, I scared her a bit. But yeah. It was just the chair being weird. Not a cat. Just the moral of the story, I don't know. Of an improvised flail sort of thing. Oh, would it be classed as a nunchuck? I don't really know. It's a bit odd to have like a rotation linkage in the middle of a thing. And probably just because it's like an improvised weapon. We're not going to get given the best equipment that Skavendom has to offer, are they? Being very expendable. Put my retainers back in. Or should I say one retainer, because the other's technically still my aligners. Because the other retainer didn't fit. Did Nath lie to me? I thought the game was releasing at 2. I think that might be console. Because console releases 3 hours early, or at least it did. For the early access version. And I think the game unleashed at 5 o'clock on the early access version for us on Thursday. I mean, I'd look it up, Crisis, but I'm pretty sure it is that. But yeah, I don't know if that's what we might do a bit more on Fridays. If Battlesea's unavailable. Because also we still want to try and finish Baldur's Gate 3. Lionheart, Darker, Battlesea and myself. But Battlesea's, well, it's not a new job anymore, but his job being quite intense, not being able to have Friday afternoons available. But obviously, Darker, Lionheart and I could potentially do something. I can suggest it. I mean, it depends really, because I think Lionheart's probably not planning on adding it fully to his schedule, and like the operations and PvP and stuff is going to be cool, but I don't think it's going to be worth coming back to every Friday. I don't know. At least in his view. Because he is a full-time content creator, he also needs to consider what's best for the channel, and if that's Crusader Kings 3, Total War and Bannerlord, which I think is kind of the current rotation, then he'd obviously much rather do that. I don't know if it's gone back doing Manor Lords as well. I think that had a recent update, but I don't know if it's been like substantial. Because obviously I want to get back into it too, but might wait a bit. But obviously for Baldur's Gate 3, they've unleashed the full modding tools. So that could get quite interesting. Don't know what kind of update I'm waiting for on Manor Lords. I think a content update. Yeah, probably. Some major rebalancing and content update is what I think would take me going back. Because it did feel like some things could be completely whacked out of... Yeah, no thanks. I don't know if you're genuine, but that's a bit odd. Sus. But I didn't ban you if you are a real person. Because that's also not how you network either. No, he had no link, that's true. But still, like, your first message isn't, hey, add me on Discord. Because that's just not... Yeah. It ain't happening. Okay. This is number 4, well, number 14, but number 4 since we finished. Well, I'd say a little break, I guess is what I'd say. And then, yeah, I think we'll do some Space Marine. Ooh. Obviously, we're going to have the co-op section at 3 o'clock, but Lionheart has been delayed. So it's probably going to be about 4 o'clock. Means I'll probably have more time to bash my head against the brick wall that is hardest difficulty. Space Marine 2. I'd say what's teeth or what's supposed to be beard fur. Right. I've not even played any of the co-op / PvP on Space Marine 2 yet. On the campaign. So I am looking forward to trying that out as well. I don't know if I'll invite Darker, see if he wants to do a co-op campaign or something together. Is it like 2 modes with that and adventure mode against each and PvP? I don't know, because I've not even looked at it. I actually have no idea what's there, apart from, I think I saw one boss fight kind of thing. That I saw Legion playing, and then there was kind of a PvP deathmatch kind of thing that I saw. So I haven't really got any knowledge whatsoever. I don't have a bloody clue. So yeah. Hit the one my game is some of the operations mode co-op PvP. Do you do that in a video or a live stream? I think I tried to watch miniature stuff, but I think the last one I watched was Ninjon's video on the P3 paint, which I was talking about earlier. Was like, oh no, I don't want to fall down the rabbit hole of buying paint. But the rabbit hole that I am falling into is the where is it? No, not you. You? Yeah, the toothing coats paint. I've got the Space Wolf colours. Well, the Space Wolf armour colours, not what you would also consider. Am I just putting paint on this jacket. I think I am. I keep leaning over. I suppose that's the only thing what I have some irks of with the Procol paint is how the paint comes out. You end up like having it all over, especially on the top. So if I, put my arm over it, which I do a lot, I can just deposit paint onto myself or clothes. Creatures can break for more armor and stuff if you roll into them. Well, I think in that boss fight against the certain Tyrannid, I don't really want to spoil things for people, I did notice things appearing when things were broken. So I didn't fully clock it then, but I think later on I was like, yeah, definitely must be a little bit of a system. But the melter gun was absolutely terrible anyway. I just have to say it wasn't a multi-melter, so. But then again, in 10th edition, melters are terrible against vehicles and monsters because they are not strong enough. You're supposed to use more dedicated anti-tank stuff like las cannons. It's mainly because melters was just too good in 9th edition, so they went, nope, we'll make them terrible now. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of extra cheeky work with you because it's got like a bird's, well, maybe it's a rat skull, probably a rat skull. I would imagine he's a rat, and the top of his head. I'll use some of this wraith bone. Why not? Come on. It works for like a second and then it doesn't like it for some reason. Come on. Does your paint mixer work fine, Demon? It's just mine that doesn't. Alright. It kind of does when you put it upside down, I guess. The paint. Come on. What's wrong with you? Yours works fine. I seem to struggle with mine. A bit. Come on. I don't know if it doesn't think it's stable or what. It's like it stops. And I'm supposed to put more pressure on it, and then it's supposed to, like, you know, spin faster, but. I don't know. Oops. There we go. It's working! It's working! It's odd where it just doesn't. When it don't want to work, then it does. It's really strange. Anyway. Mix that nicely. Bit much. I want it to be a slightly different colour to the surrounding skin. The skin is called beige red. And obviously this is Wraithbone, which is kind of, well, a creamy bone colour. For some distinction. But yeah, I find with the protocol bottles I've got to do them nozzle down to get it to spin, and then the Citadel pots, yeah, they either work or I have to do them upside down as well, because obviously they've got a domed head. So, I don't know. I don't. But when it does work, it works perfectly, so, I don't know. Anyway. More painting. Because we're over the 15th model, so this is the, no, wait, what? 4 there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, okay. Yeah, so we're halfway there. Well, 3/4 of the way there. I said halfway because obviously we had a break between number 10 and number 11. So it was halfway past the restart point. Well, just for the mahogany pass anyway. Not everything else. Little armor piece sticking out there. So have you looked at Up Crisis and found out that the game doesn't look on PC until 5 o'clock? Try and get the front a bit. Shield and well, no, it kind of is more swordy looking than some of the other Skaven have. Short sword, bit more of a dagger to normal sized races, I suppose. And that's also the beauty of not having it in the holder. The holder's not in the way. It's just the base that's in the way, which isn't great, but you have a little bit extra. Oh, well. Extra play, but also can make a massive mistake like that, but that's fine. Because I can probably salvage it. Yep, fine. Fuzzy forearms. Yep, something like that'll do. Yeah, I wouldn't have made it till 3 o'clock if that's when we were starting. Painting these mahogany. So it's about 4 o'clock that we're going to be doing Space Marine 2 co-op. So like I said, I might finish this off, which will probably take me another, I don't know, hopefully not more than half an hour, but it means I can have a little gander at some Space Marine 2 stuff alone before the co-op sesh. Because there's no point me carrying on starting the metallics when I'm only going to get maybe 1 or 2 models painted with the metallic. I know technically that would get me further along, but I might as well finish a step or a stage and then pick that up later. At least that's how my logic is currently operating it. But yeah. Get one step closer. Which will definitely improve the chances that I actually finish the bloody thing. But I think there's a good chance of it. Although I really want to start playing it in person, because that'll help motivate me. Then obviously I ended up not painting the Bretonians because then no one was playing fantasy around me. So that basically just went, wow, I can't be bothered. And although obviously some of the new Bretonian sculpts were pretty cool, they were the worst, one of the worst things I had to assemble. So that already put me off anyway. And then the fact that I wasn't going to be playing the game, I was like, I'm not more painting them. That's it then. So they were just living in the box that it came in assembled. Half of them were primed, but not painted. So I don't want that fate to fall the Skaven. Because it would be a shame. Ready to go. Squidge more mahogany on the palette. Must be a popular clan rat. It's got almost proper armor. Although to be fair, I don't know if most of them have some sort of back shoulder plate thing and they cover it up with leather, or if the other ones are just operating on battered chainmail and battered leather. YouTube chat just connected, but it's back apparently. Making sure that the stream hadn't gone, but I don't think it did. Oh well. Okay, let's do the weapon, of course. And the fur. What a spiky stick mace club thing. Entirely sure. I think that would be probably called a mace, wouldn't it? I just think it's a bit more of a club with some spikes on it, but yeah. Rat beard. But little tufts. With the oil wash, it'll look better than it does at the moment. That's for sure. Right. 2 more. Then I'll have to scooch myself over to my main PC, which obviously is literally next door. Yeah, started with the Space Marine 2 stream, which I'm hoping doesn't completely tank this one. I should have enough bandwidth for 2 streams, theoretically. And then raid off. And do a bit of Space Marine 2. Oh, didn't paint your ear. I didn't paint either side of your ear. Okay. It's fine. Salt light. Try and leave the ears unpainted so I can get them painted quickly. What's up? Hey? Boots? Kitchen roll fell over. Brilliant. Oh. Oh yeah. What's up? Got a perfectly good cat bed. And also my bed. And yeah. You don't have to wait too long. Then someone else will be home to like, oh, don't go on the desk. You might damage my models. Obviously, she'll try to chew on my bit of a scab. Paintbrush, won't ya? Cat bed there, look. Come on. I don't know why, like, I don't know if they're scared of it or they don't know what it is. But, yeah, they just don't seem to want to go in the cat bed. Since I moved it up here. They were perfectly happy to use it. Now... No. You're not bothered, are you? What are you doing? No, that's coffee. You're not having that. What are you doing? No. Coffee's not for cats. You're just gonna sit there. Well, I could have cat fur as my background. No, I can't, because she's gonna go after my map. Think, what are you doing? Ah, cats. Honestly, Boots, that cat bed has not changed. You can sleep in it. Animals. I have to figure out a way to entice her to it. Not both cats, actually, because they're both a bit, like, unsure of it now. A rat beard. I haven't got any more furry bits. Yeah, just a bit there. Then, last one. At least for now, obviously. I've got the metals to do, oil wash to do. Probably need to paint bases black. But, yeah. They're along than they were before I started streaming today, which is always a good thing. Make it seem like it's less of a mountain to climb. Hit a bit of the armor plate, but like I said, put metallic paint on it when we get to it. It won't be a problem. Oh, wow. Smidge more paint. I was hoping I didn't have to use any more, but that's fine. It's a wet palette, so I could theoretically use that. Any extra that's left over. But not unless I don't paint until, like, yeah, I could probably use it for the rest of today, maybe a bit into tomorrow, but it won't last forever. At a decent consistency, anyway. Ratty needs to be also brown. Bit akin to a pirate, obviously, this one, isn't it? Because, well, I don't know if real pirates ever had like pet monkeys, but it'd be a similar sort of relationship, like a higher intelligence life form with its lower intelligence cousin, so to speak, like we would be with some monkeys. But yeah, I don't know how fictional that is. I've realised as well, the last model that we did, I forgot to do the ears. Noticed that had not been done on my previous paint pass. So do that. So, your ears. I suppose it does make sense. I'll allow the mahogany to dry before going in immediately with a paintbrush. Paint the ears. What's up? What? 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 Pawing at me? Don't like your claws. What? Hmm. You know. What's up with you? Hmm? Oh. Off the desk. When it's got wet paint on it. Right there, look at it. You used to sleep in it. It'll smell of you and your sister. So why it's a foreign object now, I don't know. I know if I put her in it, she won't be happy. She'll immediately jump out. You can't place cats into things. I mean, you might get away with placing them into a cardboard box because all instincts override at that point. Come on. Alright, well. think, to be fair, I did manage to finish that before the cat interrupted. So yeah. Clan rants. Big. Whoop. 20 of them. With the mahogany paint on. So skin, fur, leather, and whatever. Come on, go in there. Yeah, immediately you're not like a fan, are you? Jumps out. Ah, cats. Right. Obviously, they will start looking like their friends soon. Like I say, metal, oil wash. Boom, basically. And this guy wasn't too dissimilar. The only thing I did after the oil wash was do a bit of highlighting on the skin elements of both Rider and Beast. Covered in cat hair now. But yeah. It's kind of the same method. I mean, obviously you could do more with characters. I could do some more highlights and all that, but pretty much same trick. Right, I'm gonna try to set up there and see if I can raid over onto myself. So, what would be best for me to do? Probably just leave it like this. I need my green screen, so you can go there. It's got an update. Self-raid, yeah. We'll be doing that. But yeah, obviously that's the end of the green screen that obviously works with the camera on the main PC. But yeah, obviously if you've been watching, you want to follow, obviously it's Hacksaw Hobbies channel, which is obviously, you know, hobby focused, I would hope, from the name. And then, yeah, I'll be raiding over from Twitch into my main channel, Hacksaw Iron Wolf gaming side, really. Yeah. I just need to wait for that to download, which shouldn't take too long. I'll swap over some of my stuff. I think it's a lot more convenient now that my hobby and my main PC set up. Well, oh my god, that's God, should be big. Yes, the cylindrical object likes to roll. Who thought? And yeah, I can just basically wheel between the two easily. Right, Space Marine 2 is ready to play, so I'll start the streaming process, I think. Just wait till the source activates. Before starting that stream. And then we'll see if everything explodes by having 2 streams at once. I mean, the theory is obviously I have 100 megabits up and down, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I'm running from modem to switch, to upstairs switch, to even attic switch. So there's like 3 switches. But there's nothing else pulling any internet away, technically. So it should be kind of a relay. Right, I'll do the raid. I might go for a wee anyway before I start the second stream. But both streams are live. So I'm going to start the raid, and it better work. I know I was unable to raid anyone lately, although I did manage to raid Millie. Okay, no, it's fine. It's worked. Alright, so, I mean, it is me. I'm raiding myself. Going to be playing some Space Marine 2 on my alternate channel, so yeah. Go over there. I'll see you in a bit.